It starts now. Hello and welcome to Going Wild Outdoors, the channel all about outdoor adventures and outdoor lifestyle. You've seen our bush cabin in past episodes and you'll be seeing quite a bit of it in the next few weeks, months, even years. So we're going to take you into the bush. I'm going to show you how we built our cabin. Now this was done before our time of even thinking that YouTube would be a thing. So there's going to be a lot of photos, not a lot of video. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. This is the inside of the old cabin. As you can see, it lives up to the name of Moldy Manor. Here we're driving in the lumber in the back of the truck on old ATV trails. This is as far as the trucks can go. It's ATVs and sleds the rest of the way. Here we combine two sleighs behind the snowmobile, kind of making like a train so we can haul the longer lumber up to the cabin. The OSB used in this cabin was an oddball size. It was 3 feet by 6 feet, so we got it fairly cheap. The lumber is getting stacked in the yard, near where the new cabin will be built. Here's the back door for the cabin, making the 6-mile or 10-kilometer ride into the bush. It's a great day. As you can see, I'm very happy. A photo from behind the old cabin where the new cabin will stand. All loaded up for the 10-kilometer trek into the cabin. Let the construction begin. There's my dad once again on his favorite toy, playing on the John Deere. Digging out a route right here. He already has the area all leveled. Here's the beam for under the cabin, made out of 2x12s laminated together. The cabin floor starting to come together. The cabin floor all ready for the insulation to be dropped in. Quite a bit of progress has been made on the floor. It's been insulated, vapor barriered, and sheeted. Well, I know you're all wondering what the tuck tape on the floor is all about. Well, there's rain on the way and we didn't want the insulation to get wet. A couple of walls all ready to be stood up. The walls are up, now it's time to get them sheeted. Once again, the rain is coming, so we wanted a nice dry place to work. All the rafters were home built, or cabin built, right inside the cabin. We built a jig inside and built them there. The rafters are going up. It's starting to look like a cabin. rafters are up, but there's more rain on the way, so we need to protect the inside again. Getting the roof ladders on so we have a nice overhang for sitting on the deck. Melissa checking on the cabin after a storm came through. Roof is on and windows are in. It's starting to take shape. Time to haul up the insulation for the roof and for the walls. The insulation is going up. It's going to be nice and toasty in there. It's getting close to being usable. Soon we'll be out of the old cabin. Little bit of a mishap as one of the new windows were broke when the ladder broke. Thankfully nobody was injured. Here we're getting the bunk beds built and framing the interior walls. The cabin sleeps 10 people, has 2 bedrooms with 3 bunks in one room and 2 in the other. There's one large main living area and then a front cooking area. The interior is all sheeted with OSB to give it a nice cabin feel. Time to haul up the new mattresses, 10 of them. And now it's time to get the stoves installed so we can finally start living in the new cabin. The Valley Comfort stove for the main living area and then a nice old cook stove for cooking on. The cabin is finally usable. Look at that amazing cabin. Even some solar power. Nothing better than some wood heat on a cold winter day. Some nice tin siding to help protect it from the elements. No cabin is complete without a big front deck. Cooking on the open fire after a long day of deck building and solar panel straightening. There is no electricity in the bush, and instead of listening to a generator run all the time, we decided to install a solar system. The system consists of 15 solar panels, 4 batteries, and 5 charge controllers. It also runs our security system up in the bush. In the back you can see our little indoor shower room for after a long week in the bush. A little tour of the completed interior. The solar panels are covered in snow. The sun will melt it off shortly. Here are our charge controllers. The one on the right is currently not in use. Just don't mind the mess. One of these days, when I get a chance, I'll get the wires cleaned up. Here's our 2500 watt pure sine wave inverter. The batteries are located outside underneath the cabin. This is a fan that pumps hot air into the box to keep them warm. Well, I hope you enjoyed our cabin building episode. It's a very amazing place and you'll be seeing quite a bit of it in future episodes, I do believe. If you enjoyed this episode, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment down below. You can check us out at www.goingwildoutdoors.com. Remember, get outdoors. The adventures are endless.